Art it defines our culture. It's good for the soul. It enriches every life. Everyone's an artist, whether they know it or not. And it really kind of tells who we are. It's the art we leave behind is the message to the future of what we held dear and what we thought was beauty. And to me, it's just essential. Always been creating art. I don't remember, well, certainly not the best art, but always creating art of some form. Well, I love painting, as you know, and I love and both oil and acrylic. I never really did very well at watercolor. It didn't speak to me. And of course, ceramics, like this stuff. Yeah,
That's beautiful.
Which I love, having my hand in clay, and yeah. I mean, my big inspiration has always been Vincent van Gogh. I mean, that art really speaks to me, and reading about how he made his paintings and how he said you have to feel the sun on your shoulders to, you know, paint a landscape. And but I don't always try and paint like Van Gogh. I mean, I'm very influenced by him. People inspire me that my art is nothing like Nikki de Saint-Phal inspires me. Picasso, of course, inspires me. Yeah, just and sculptors. Where I really started getting serious about painting was in Carmel. And I mean, it's such an arts place. And I studied with a Carmel artist, and I was having children. I mean, I had my third child there, and they had a wonderful, you know, Navy nursery where I could take my kids off, and they just loved it. And then for 4 hours, I would paint with Jackson, and I started painting every day because my kids were home and they were little, and they feel like, to them, the smell of oil paint reminds them of their childhood. They love that smell. I'd like to have lunch with Camille Claudel. Her beautiful sculptures, that she was so overshadowed by Rodin, and he kind of broke her heart and drove her crazy, but you can go and see her work in the museums and galleries in Paris, and I just really relate to her. And then there was that movie, Camille Claudel, which I've watched a zillion times. Yeah, which is great. My ideal day in Coronado would be to start it off bright and early, always, either at yoga or walking on the beach, which I love. And right now, my ideal day is full of Coronado Island Film Festival. But it's always fun to go to an early movie and then go have appetizers and wine with friends. It's always fun to have, you know, my family here, and they do, you know, come and stay, and it's always a rollicking good time. Every day is pretty ideal here, actually. What's the hardest thing about being an artist? Well, fortunately for me, I've never had to make my living selling paintings. I have made my living acting, but not selling paintings or ceramics piece by piece, so it's always been a joy. The hardest thing for me as an artist now, that I'm so busy with the film festival, is finding time to paint. Well, I don't know, is there still a Coronado Art Association? It was very local, and we put on our own shows, and we started the Art in the Park. It was all local people. And, you know, once a month we'd schlep our stuff down there and then sit all day, and somebody would run up for food and coffee, and now and then we sold. But there was such a group of us, and we had juried shows, and a pretty well-known San Diego artist would judge us, and they'd cover up our names so you wouldn't know whose it was. And if we got a ribbon or, oh, God forbid, a Best in Show, it was like, you know, the world was yours for a day. Those were fun days. My friend Gay Roach, who's a noted artist, she's now in San Francisco, but I think she was president and I was vice president, and we'd have a speaker every month when we met, and we were very active. We also belonged to the San Diego Art Institute over in Balboa Park, where we would go once a week and do figure drawing, and then we would also exhibit there. I mean, we were really active artists. I miss those days. Yeah, it was great.